Hello everybody, here is Christian Pomerleau from PMML, and I would like to do this video concerning the policy rate, and we are today September 7th, 2022. We received another hammer hit from the Bank of Canada, which has announced that there is a policy rate increase of 75 points. This brings the level of the rate at 3.25%. It is the fifth successive increase since March 2nd, 2022. There has been a lot of optimism lately with the Chinese economy that was kind of reopening, but it still led to more speculations on an upcoming recession and also pressure on the transportation chains than anything else. China still juggles with their pandemic restrictions and is also very slowly recovering from the real estate market, which was hit some months ago. We'll have to be patient to see China in a better economical posture. The recent decrease in the energy costs has aided a lot of the emerging markets, even though these markets still continue to tighten their monetary policy also. However, the economic perspectives in the zone euro countries are more of a worry. We have a decrease in the cost of energy almost everywhere in the world, but in the European countries, the cost of energy scraps all scenarios of economic recovery right now. In this context of macroeconomy, the National Bank has reviewed its forecast for the worth growth of 2002 from 3% to 2.7%. Now, on the American side, the consumers are generally relatively pessimist, and the last data, economical data that was published has not helped mitigate their expectations. Don't forget that the inflation has hit 9.1% in June. However, on the good side, they did a good job creation work, and that is getting better. Now, the real estate also had a good hit in the American side, with the home resales reduced by 16% since January, and mortgage demands also decreased by 25% for that same period. The household expenses was way lower than what has been expected. And the growth forecast for the Americans has also been reduced and decreased by the National Bank for the 2022 from 2.4 to 2%. In Canada, our central bank, the Bank of Canada, maintains that we still have to attack the inflation pressures, and even though they have hit very hard in July with 100 points increase, they still consider that they still have to hammer on the nail of inflation and gave a 75-point increase today too. And the main hypothesis on which they're basing all this is that the economy in Canada is still pretty solid and resilient because consumers have accumulated a lot of excess savings, which allows them to be able to counter the cost of living. And also we have a work market which is very, very strong, with a big raise in salaries also. Canada also benefits from an important natural resources sector, and our governments are having a spectacular re-increase of the public finances. So by using a more restrictive monetary policy, the bank thinks that they will control inflation and reduce the economy a little bit. But this could be there's two sides on a medal, and we don't know where it's going to go. The future is going to really give us the real idea. The GDP has progressed by 17.9%. However, it's really the raise in prices that has inflated this result. In the second part of the year, the household consuming has had a very good progression in Canada of 9.7%, which was principally animated by the expenses in services. Now the savings level has decreased from 9.5 to 6.2%, and that was really to be expected. On the residential investment side, we have seen a major contraction with a decrease of 27.6%. However, the non-residential investment of businesses has increased by 13.9%. So all this leads the National Bank to give an estimation of 3.5% for the growth of Canada this year. In Quebec, the employment situation is very tense. For every 10 inoccupied levels or posts in Canada, there are only 6 people that are seeking employment. So this places a big pressure on salaries, and the average hourly level of salaries in Quebec has increased by 8.1% in July in Quebec. This is very good news for the workers and for the families, but it's very bad news for the businesses, which have to support all this increase in revenues and also still continue to look for a lot of people to fill in all the vacancies, and also strategies to maintain and retain all this this new workforce. And 65% of the businesses suffer from this increase in salaries, and obviously in the next months and years we're going to see that they're going to transfer this to the consumers. It's absolutely normal. In the real estate, the energetic tightening of the monetary policy has had immediate consequences on the real estate market in Canada, and resales of homes, of existing homes, have reduced by 31% since their summit in February 2022, and the average price of homes has been reduced by 17% in Canada for that period. And according to the economists of Desjardins, this market and downsizing of the market will continue for many months now, and it will definitely have a decrease in the residential investment until at least the end of 2023. And this is probably the biggest break on the growth of the GDP. However, the good news is in Quebec, we should probably be better off than other provinces because of this market that I talked about, the work market, which is very tense. And in Quebec, we still have very high savings in the households, and affordability of the market has had been less deteriorated than other places in Canada. On the construction side and renovation side, the material, which is so costly now, and also the difficulty to obtain all the construction material, and the challenge to find the workforce also, all this mixed with the interest rates which have increased, has led to a lot of people or investors stopping their projects, unfortunately. Now, on the good side, there are some investors which are always in the solution mode, and they're always finding a way to get out of it. And the MLI program from the CMHC has helped a lot of projects to continue, and the market to continue in the sales and the buying side, especially for multi-residential. Now, the MLI program is not the only and the best program in the world, but it's worth investigating and trying to learn about it because it could be pretty helpful. I hope that this capsule is helpful to you. Do not hesitate to contact me to discuss commercial financing, multi-residential financing, construction, and also some information on the MLI Select program. For those who are interested in the references, I use the Études économiques de Desjardins on the section Prévision des taux de détail et des nouvelles économiques, and also all the communiqués and announcements of the Bank of Canada, and the Mensuel économique de la Banque nationale du Canada dans la section des marchés financiers. I could be joined at christian.pomerleau@pmml.ca. That's my email. We have a team waiting for you, and I hope you love this capsule.